Our next guest calls herself an accidental artist. She actually achieved success in art a little later in life and has now exhibited her work internationally. Most recently, she has authored a book titled The Art of the Mentor. Susan Sofer Cohen joins us this morning from lovely Southern California. Susan, great to have you on the show.
Well, thanks for having me, JJ. I'm so excited to be with you.
Well, I am excited to see you in front of that beautiful art that you've created. We have so much to talk about. Let's start with this book. You touch on mentorship. What inspired you to write the book? What do you hope people will take away from it?
Um, I was a time in my life when things were changing. I had just lost my husband, and I was really trying to look at my life and where I'd been and where I was going and what I had to share with the world. And I realized that I've had these incredible mentors in my life, and that I started in art so late and it changed my life. It was really wonderful for me. So I just took that time and the morning and just started trying to share with other people.
I have to tell you, it's so inspiring to hear you share that. Thank you, Susan. My own mother is just about 10 years into, being a widow, essentially. And
Mhm.
boy, have I watched her really face a life transition. So I just so appreciate that you turn to creativity in that time. It's really incredible. Mentorship. You mentioned there were some mentors that were essential for you. How was that so valuable in your life?
Well, I didn't think I had any talent and I didn't know anything about doing art. And my husband bought me 4 art lessons at a fundraising auction. So I went despite the fact that I knew I couldn't do this, and ended up with a master teacher. Her name was Jane Beeman. And Jane, I think, tricked me into it. She just kept working with me and working with me. And one day, about a year into taking lessons, I went the 4 and then I kept going and I kept working at home every day in between because I figured I wasn't good enough, so I better practice. And I walked into her studio one day and I said, I was laughing. She said, "What are you laughing about?" I said, "Somebody outside asked me if I was an artist." And she said, "Well, what did you say?" I said, "No, Jane, what do you think I said?" She said, "Susan, have you looked at your work lately?" And that was the day. That was the day I found out.
That is so awesome. That is so great.
So she,
She really
so she
led
was mentor
you.
number one.
You didn't necessarily believe in yourself, but you
Right.
had a passion. And at one point, she said, and I'm looking at that blue scarf around your neck right now, Susan. And to me, you appear, you speak, you look, and you exhibit behind you like a professional artist. So at some point, you said, "Yes, that is me." You came into yourself. It's a beautiful thing. What advice? I'd love to touch on your personal advice for people later in life, because we have so many fabulous seniors here in the Vegas Valley. People who are a little afraid to grow, to change, to dream in their later years. What advice do you have?
I really believe that we should live every single day that we have. And, you know, despite whatever your personal beliefs are, we know we have these days and we don't know how many we have. And so I just say go for your dreams and value every day and figure out what you want to do and just do it. Do it. Don't be
Just
afraid.
do
There's
it.
Just do it. Yeah.
You know what? You're bringing that same optimism into the work behind you, because I love your use of color. Your work is so uplifting. I want people to know not only can they buy your book, Susan, I see it's available on Amazon, but they also can look at your work, which is showcased on a beautiful website, cohenart.com. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Really quick before we go, do you have an upcoming book signing? Where will you be
I
next?
do. I will be at the Los Angeles Art Show the end of July. And I will be signing books and showing my art. And I have a 30-foot installation that I'm putting up at the art show I'm really excited about. And I just hope that your listeners will take a little drive and come to the LA Art Show at the LA Convention Center the end of July.
You know what? It's a good time to get away from the weather here in Vegas, Susan, so we all could use an invite. Thank you so much. I love your fearlessness. I love your creativity. You are totally inspiring. Thanks for joining us, love.
JJ, you're wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. That was Susan Sofer Cohen joining us this morning from Southern California. Her book, The Art of the Mentor, is available now on Amazon. You can also check her out online. She's all over the place. She has a website. She's even on Instagram.